Good evening. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. It helps us bring you more mega-curious stories to fall asleep to every night. How are you? Ready for a new mega-curious story to fall asleep to? In the vastness of history, few civilizations cultivated habits as peculiar as the ancient Greeks. Tonight, let us drift off together while exploring what it was like to sleep in ancient Greece. Picture an Athens lit only by moonlight, where the streets grow quiet and every home keeps its nightly secrets. Sleep was not only rest, but also a ritual. Greek beds, called klini, were simple for common folk, often made of rough wood, covered with animal hides or dry straw. Little comfort, much silence. The wealthy, however, rested on adorned couches with mattresses filled with wool, woven blankets, and feather pillows. Sleep was also a sign of social status. The bedroom, however, was not as we know it today. Many times the bed shared space with meals, conversations, and even religious ceremonies. The private and public blended together. Before sleeping, some Greeks made offerings to gods connected to slumber, such as Hypnos, or asked for revealing dreams from Morpheus, master of nightly visions. Sleep was also a spiritual path, a bridge between mortals and the divine. In the temples of Asclepius, god of medicine, the sick would lie down in silence, waiting to receive healing through sacred dreams. For ordinary people, however, the night was marked by simplicity, washing the body, telling stories by lamplight, and letting weariness guide the eyes to rest. Curiously, the Greeks were not used to sleeping many hours straight. Sleep came in cycles, interrupted by vigils, conversations, or even nighttime walks. At times, it was common to go to bed early, awaken in the middle of the night, and only then return to the couch. For them, the night was alive, never completely silent. Distant sounds echoed through the stone walls, the wind in the olive trees, the bleating of goats, the calls of night guards. Everything became part of falling asleep. Among peasants, the bed could be nothing more than the bare ground, covered with worn blankets. The fatigue of hard work replaced any need for luxury. For nobles, by contrast, the night was surrounded by perfumes, oils, and fine fabrics. Sleep became almost a spectacle of comfort. Yet across all classes, one thing was common. Sleeping was also preparing to dream, and dreams held a special place in Greek imagination. A dream could be a divine warning, a prophecy of victory or misfortune. Sleep was a mysterious realm, where gods spoke without being seen. Thus, each night was an invitation to the unknown. Between the noise of the world and the silence of the mind, sleep also meant opening oneself to the invisible. Over time, the stories of the night passed from generation to generation, until sleeping in ancient Greece became the memory of a curious and distant world. Today, when we think about these habits, we realize how universal sleep is, always shaped by culture, beliefs, and little eccentricities. And now slowly we leave ancient Greece behind. The soft sound of words blends with your own weariness, lulling your mind toward rest. May the silence of this night be your private temple. May your dreams be as strange and curious as those of ancient Greece. Good night and sweet dreams.